Good evening. This is Skydancing LET4 T-193, 193 days before the November LET4 workshop. And the topic of this is disappointing the self. And just a upfront disclaimer, these are all internet images. These are not my pictures of me, nor did I take these pictures. So okay, so I've been having some pretty amazingly positive insights with my Tantra yoga sessions and other Tantra activities. So this one hit kind of hard. This was like a pretty big disappointment, an amazingly big disappointment after what I thought was going to be a usually positive session. So this occurred at a partner ice dance session. So this is not me again. This is just a picture off the internet. But partner ice dancing, and I don't do, like Olympic level, national level, competition level skating. I just like to skate because of the enjoyment it brings and the connection. So that's where this situation developed. So we usually skate, but sometimes different parts of my body aren't up to it. And this time my knee, and I don't know exactly what's wrong with my knee, but it's been talking quite a bit, and it really didn't want to do an hour of skating. And what we've done in the past is, if one of us is not up to skating, some physical ailments or whatever, then we do off-ice training. And you can see here, if you're not skating, you're on ground, for terra firma, there's lots of things to do to practice, to train for your skating, on ice skating. On ice skating. If you're a solo skater, there's quite a few things to work on. The question is, when you're doing partner skating, there's some things to work on too. I don't know who this couple is skating. It's just an internet image. But I can tell you, I don't skate at this level, not anywhere close. But the level I skate at, being much less, I can tell you that is phenomenal technical, physical skill. But you cannot, at least at my level, I've found it to be true, you cannot skate that close to someone without having a connection, some type of energetic connection, because things are just moving too fast and you're too close. All you have to do is just touch someone's skate and it goes flying out from under them, or you pull a little bit the wrong direction, the person goes off balance and they go flying on their head. So some of the partner off-ice training that we do deals more with the energy and the connection, like trying to feel the other person's center of gravity and how it moves when you move a little bit, how to connect, how do they bend, how do they flow, all kinds of things. So that's what we'd like to do, more of the energy connection when we're off ice, so that when we're on ice, we're much more connected, and the physical, I don't wind up kicking her skates out. There we go. So we were working on some energy work, these kinds of things, not those specifically, but working on energy work. And there's a moment when, and it wasn't words, it was a feeling, but these are the words that, the closest words that went with that feeling, and it was, lean in to kiss her now. And if I just had my eyes closed and I was flowing with it, I wouldn't have tried to put words to it to figure out what I was supposed to do. I would have just followed the energy, and I probably would not have gotten into this. So, the mental processes kicked in, and I was kind of thrown out of my my energy zone. And so what I did muster up was, with consent, for a kiss on the cheek, which went fine and everything. Like, there's no drama involved in this at all. That's why it's like, not sure why it came in like that. It seemed authentic, but my mind just kind of like ruined everything. And this is where that disappointment, it was like I was just like so disappointed in myself for like being pulled out of that flow, and then getting this mental chatter and all the thises and that's, and it's like, what? Yeah, it felt so constricting and contracting, and it's such a contrast to what I usually feel in sessions where things are just expanding and lightening. And like in the moments after that moment, it was like all this mental stuff coming in. It was like all these like limiting beliefs, and all these like mind games, like stuck in my head type of things to go along with the limiting beliefs, just limiting programs that keep running in your brain. So like I was aware of all this stuff going on when I was feeling this like deep. So this deep disappointment continued for actually days, but within like the few hours after, I kept like checking in and asking like, what is this about? And one thing that had come up is that I have some joint pain in my knee, and I have joint pain in my fingers, and I've been putting out to the universe that I would like to know what my limiting beliefs are that might be causing these things. So that was like a pretty positive awareness, I guess, that I've been asking for this kind of stuff, and it shows up, right? So then my brain is like thinking like, well, what's my limiting beliefs? Let's make a list. Like, this is like a gift from the universe. I've asked for this. Let's figure it out so I'll know, and then I can stop them. So, mental games, right, are what they are. So I again had to ask for insights. Like I have this like, mental list of all these possible limiting beliefs. Like which one is it? And what I was guided was that, X out this list. What I needed to do was to be in the disappointment. When the disappointment comes, when that deep disappointment feeling comes, to be in it and stay in it and feel it and all of its parts, and then to let the parts go that I can go. So it's more of the energy body, getting the things out of the energy body. So to feel the feelings that came up, and then to release them, to release the attachment to them, and that would help clear the energy field and not try to do the mind thing, because that's where all the problems are from anyways. I'll say that was not pleasant or easy work. That took a lot to do, but I tried to do it the best I could. And so like a day later, perhaps, I checked in again and said like, what is this? What was this like about? Like, what else do I need to know? And what came in is that I've been working with Tantra practices in energy fields, and I've been trying to use my energy field to assess or interact, maybe not interact, but to be informed by the other energies around me. So my intent was to use my energy field that could inform my structure about the other energy fields. So it would sense them, and then would inform my structure about the other energy fields. And that was like, oh, yeah, I guess I was working on that. So maybe that somehow is part of what was going on. And it came in quite strongly to not mentalize it, not try to analyze it mentally about what all that means. It was just that know that you were doing that technique and it works. You were able to sense the energy. And now a couple days later, just when those disappointing feelings come up, just trying to be with them, letting them go, type of thing, not trying to mentalize things. You just get like this flash of images that, hey, the art of sexual ecstasy, the LET training you're going to, one of the exercises is this inverted breathing where you have a closed breathing path and circulating energy. That is something that you're working on. This is probably somehow connected to. So again, it came in is that don't try to analyze it. It's just something, an awareness to have. Do the work of clearing those feelings when they come up, and just know that there's lots of pieces involved. All right, so how did this somewhat different, disappointing session inform my Tantra yoga practice? Well, maybe two things. One is the energy field informed my structure, which, having experienced that now, not just having read it somewhere, but experiencing that. And then the other thing that informs my Tantra yoga practice is whether it's the disappointing feeling or other like limiting beliefs or other things that come up, is to not mentalize it, but to feel it and then release attachment to it. So those are two ways that this session has informed my Tantra yoga practice. I do feel much lighter now, a few days afterwards. So, but there was a lot of work in there.